You ever feel like you've tried everything to sleep better, like cooler rooms, no screens before bed, chamomile tea, but nothing is really working? Well, it turns out that there's a science to sleep, and the right technology can actually help. So I'm gonna cut through the gimmicks because some of these devices can actually promise like miracle cures for sleep. And I just wanna look at the science, like what's the best sleep technology, not based on hype, but on real results. So the first group will be sleep trackers. And I think data can matter a lot. So when we have a sleep tracker like the Oura Ring that I wear or the Whoop, right? These don't just tell you how many hours you were in bed. They actually measure the body's signals to show how well we slept. So how do they work? Well, most people assume that sleep is just about getting enough hours in, but the quality matters just as much. So these wearables will track heart rate. So they'll show the drops in deep sleep and then the rises in REM. They're gonna show heart rate variability, so a sign of recovery and health. They're even gonna show our body temperature, which indicates the different stages of sleep and even when we're getting sick. These can track our breathing and movement, which will estimate sleep cycles and any disturbances. So the Oura and the Whoop estimate the stages based on all of these signals. And they're not 100% accurate, but studies show they're extremely good for tracking trends over time. So then who should use one? Well, if you wake up tired even after 8 hours, then a tracker can show what's really going on. I know for me personally, if you want to see how caffeine or workouts or even alcohol like late at night affect your sleep, these things give you incredible feedback. If you're an athlete or this high performer, then tracking HRV and recovery can help optimize even your performance during the day. And the downsides are that they estimate, they don't really diagnose. They might not tell you what the problem is, but they will tell you that you have a problem. And the cost, the Oura is, I think this was around $350 plus this annual subscription. I think the Whoop is around $30 a month. So if you like data and seeing how your sleep happens over a lengthy time period, then go for it. But I think if tracking makes you anxious, then just skip these. Next, let's talk about cooling and like the temperature science. So hot sleepers struggle to sleep well. If you wake up hot and sweaty at 3 in the morning, that's not just bad luck, it's biology. So your body will naturally cool down before sleep. So our core temp drops to trigger this deep sleep. So if our sleep environment is too warm, it's actually gonna prevent us from getting into deep sleep and it's gonna cause more wake-ups. So the ideal temperature is around 65 degrees. So if you can't keep your whole room at 65 degrees, then you can cool your bed instead. One of the best ways, although it's expensive, would be a cooling mattress system like the 8 Sleep Pod. So this is a smart mattress cover that uses circulating water to actively cool or heat each side. So it adjusts throughout the night automatically to prevent you from waking up. And it has dual settings. One side could be cool, one side could be warm, so perfect for couples. But does it actually work? Yeah, because it's based on real sleep science. Cooler temps lead to more deep sleep and better recovery. Hotter environments, they just increase wake-ups and they shorten REM sleep. And the downside is the price. The 8 Sleep Pod could be thousands of dollars plus a subscription. So there are cheaper alternatives like the ChiliPad or the BedJet. And the third area would be smart lights in circadian science. So light actually controls our sleep, right? Our brains run on light cues. So if we stare at bright screens before bed, we're sending the wrong signal to the brain. We're not telling it to go to sleep. So blue light from screens, LEDs, this suppresses melatonin. It's gonna delay sleep. But warm, dim light in the evening helps us transition to sleep mode. Bright light in the morning, that resets our clock and it actually boosts our energy. So the best smart light tech, you could use Philips Hue smart bulbs. These things actually shift to warmer tones at night. It reduces blue light. Look at the Hatch Restore. This would be a sunrise alarm clock that gradually brightens up to wake you up more naturally. You could look at red light therapy. So a lot of studies suggest that red amber light at night supports melatonin production. So if we struggle with falling asleep, just try adjusting your light exposure. This could be one of the easiest fixes. And the next group would be white noise and sound science. So noise is one of the biggest sleep disruptors, even if we don't fully wake up. Your brain never fully shuts off. It stays alert for sudden sounds. So these sudden noises like traffic, snoring, barking dog, a bear in the woods, right? These cause micro arousals, and this is gonna disrupt deep sleep. White noise creates this steady sound barrier. It sort of masks the interruption, right? So the best white noise tech, you could look at the Electrofan or again, the Hatch Restore. It generates what's called white or pink noise. It smooths out these disruptive sounds. You could look at smart speakers like Alexa or Google Home can play ocean waves, rain, or pink noise. You could look at earplugs, right? Low tech, but highly effective, especially while we're traveling. There's a lot of science that shows white noise helps people fall asleep 38 to 40% faster and stay sleeping longer, especially in like noisy environments. So what sleep tech is actually worth it? Well, I think we should be using technology to help us sleep if we can afford it. And for many of us, we can't not afford it. Wait, it's a double negative there. Sorry about that, but you get what I mean. Sleep affects almost everything we do. So here's hoping that you can get more of it.